Thank you, Klang. And from the Philippines, we go to one of the biggest experts in cultural and gastronomy diplomacy, from Poland, but in fact, she's from all around the world with all the books she has written and the conferences she gives. Magdalena Tomaszewska Bolalek. She has news this year, every year, and it's maybe one of the most active authors, or the most active authors in gastronomy diplomacy. Thank you so much, Magdalena, for what you bring us every year.
Thank you so much for kind words. Good afternoon. Let me shortly introduce myself. Okay, yeah, it works. I will talk about the culinary publications in the promoting national food culture and food tourism. Let me short introduce myself. Okay, but just it doesn't work. So, yeah. Okay. Okay. Thank you. So let me shortly introduce myself. For most of the time, I'm a culinary and tourism specialist. I help countries and regions to develop the strategies and find the best way how to attract tourists and people from around the globe to visit their countries. I'm also a director of food studies at the University of Social Science and Humanities in Warsaw, when I teach the food history and food anthropology. And from 2014, I have this privilege to be a part of Gourmand family with my first book, which was about the Japanese sweets. But today's topic is about food. In many languages, we have this proverb that the way to someone's heart is through their stomach. We have it in Polish, we have it in many cultures. And this is the truth, because the food is a universal language. People love to eat, people love to share the stories, and nothing brings people and people from around the globe together than the good food. The table brings people together, creates a space for dialogue, friendship, and understanding. Also, the food is a very important way of expressing the culture. It tells the stories, the history, the religion, the traditions. These all people who are spending the time together, they share the traditions, they share their knowledge, they know how to prepare the food and how to cherish the moment. That's why nowadays the most popular type of tourism is a culinary tourism. Also, the food is considered a soft power. It's a very useful and very strong tool used in diplomacy around the globe. Many countries build their strategies and build their narration based on the culinary traditions and culinary history. The tools used in culinary diplomacy very often focus on history, on tradition. They bring the best what's in the country and help to develop the way how to communicate with people. Tourist industry loves numbers, and the biggest number of tourists now is seeking the food. But the food should be regional, authentic, and the very important aspect of it is also the hospitality. Because nothing brings people together like cherishing the moment with a good food and good people around. That's why this authenticity is very important. So when people travel abroad and they go to Italy, they look for Italian food. When they go to Japan, they want to eat Japanese food, not Italian. This aspect of authenticity and developing the local culture is very important. Also, the food tourism develops and helps to survive the traditional culture, because the tourists are seeking for it. So there is a business also to keep the traditions alive. Culinary publications have a very special role in this whole segment of culinary diplomacy and food tourism, because they are the first source of knowledge for many people. Before we go abroad, we often seek information. We use the internet, but very often we use also the culinary books. The books about traditions, the books about the history, the books about the recipes. Authors are not only sharing the way of prepare food, how to make it tasteful, but also they present the part of its culture. So this is the very important role of culinary authors, which are the first ambassadors of food culture of their country. Readers and later tourists want to take a glimpse of a different world and immerse themselves in a different culture. That's why they're looking for something special, like special treats, special customs, special festivals they can attend. Authors, especially those who write food guides or food history books, are becoming the ambassadors. They tell about the richness of their country, they present the history, they help to develop the local and stay alive the local culture. As we see, even UNESCO appreciated the intangible traditions related to the food, because from many years we can see that many countries apply for this title and get their food culture renowned. Stories, legends, anecdotes, slice of life, and even facts contribute to popularity of the regions and countries. That's why the more cookbooks, the more culinary books are written about the country, the easiest way to reach the foreign tourists and people from around the globe, because they have the source of knowledge. So thank you very much for your attention. If you would like to talk, I'm available after the speech. Thank you very much.